Hello, my Libra and Libra rising friends. Sandra from ForYourChi.com here. This is your November 2020 outlook with me, my tarot cards, and this angel deck. If you're new to this channel, welcome. This is where we do a 12-house spread. 6 of those houses are done here on YouTube, and then the remainder is done in an extended reading. You can look for it in the Vimeo link below. But the bottom line is I have 27 cards on this table, and we will be going through 15 of them free here on YouTube. The remainder is in the extended. If you haven't subscribed and hit the notification bell, please do. If you do that, you will get in on the action on 2 drawings that I have a month. The first drawing is a zodiac drawing where I draw 1 zodiac to win the full free 12-house spread here on YouTube. And for this month, the Leos won it, Leo and Leo rising. So if you have any Leo and Leo rising friends, please check that out and share with them. That will help them out. And also, I draw a lucky subscriber once a month to win a free email reading with me with the cards of truth, which is very, very different than what I do here. The cards of truth are incredibly detailed and shocking oftentimes to the clients, and they love them, which is why I'm giving it away for free to 1 subscriber. And you want to look for your name, so I draw it once a month. Make sure you check out the weeklies. It'll be in one of the weeklies once a month when I announce the winner, so you're going to want to get the notifications. All right, let's get to your messages, Libra. Libra, your first house, where you're at right now, you have base chakra. So this tells me that as the onset of November, you guys are just sort of going through the motions. You're not having any fun. This is like the card of the survival mode. Not a great place to be. Now remember, your Venus has really been taking a beating in these last months, but really the last weeks and days leading up to November. So whenever your Venus is down, you know, Venus does rule you, the Libras feel off. They just don't feel right. And so that could totally be the case for you, especially for those that have more than 1 Libra major aspect in their chart. However, there's good news, and Libras love good news, don't they? Azure is here to say, your desired outcome will occur in the very near future. Have patience and faith, and don't try to force things to happen. So just know that this feeling is temporary, and it will be ushered out, and something wonderful will replace it in its divine timing. Keep the faith, Libra. Okay. Second house rules your stuff and your finances. Heart chakra, this is good news. So you guys are manifesting money doing what you love. That's what this card means in this house. Or maybe it's not money, maybe a prized possession comes to you as a result of your manifestation here. This could be a family heirloom or something like that. It could be something that you've always wanted. It's something that your heart is connected to, okay? Now, the universe is here, and the angels are here to back up this message to say to you, do not block this manifestation. When you are in a negative frame of mind or a negative mode, right, you could be pushing this back. And it's not to say that you won't get it, but you could push it back to a later date where it could be a total drag. But Francesca is here to tell you to keep your thoughts positive, Libra. Any negativity is going to block this, and you definitely don't want that, okay? So be mindful of that this month. Okay, third house, siblings, also rules communication. So the Libra may need to stick up for himself or herself this month. Do not let anyone railroad you. Do not let anyone try to talk you into believing that you said something that you didn't. And I'm saying that because this is the house of communication. Also, your brother or sister could be going through this in the month of November, where they feel like, they really have to put their foot down, stand up for themselves, stick up for themselves, and stick up for their morals. Okay. Now, we do have a meditation card. Leela says spend time alone meditating here. So, and she's by a body of water. So whatever you are dealing with or your sibling is dealing with here in November, it may feel like it's a drain, like it's sucking your energy, and you or your brother or sister may need to take some time out. Little R&R by a body of water to recharge. Okay, fourth house is your house of home. So this is where you currently live, and for some of you, this will be talking about your father. For me as a reader, the fourth house, sometimes your father can show up here, or father figure. Patience, planning. So this is my pause card. For those of you that watch me often, I always think of these two pillars as the pause sign or symbol on a remote control. Do not make any moves this month. You can plan it out if you want to move or make some sort of living arrangement changes or changes with your home, but it's not time to take action on that yet. You are not ready yet. Some things need to happen first that haven't happened. Also, your father may want to do something in November and it's not time yet. He too needs to wait. I feel like for someone the message is they need to wait until the spring, wait until the cold months are over. Now we have Vanessa here, this angel card in your fourth house, and Vanessa says to make a decision, ask yourself which way brings you closer to your divine purpose and which way takes you away from it. So I feel like this really has to do with moving. I feel like I saw Libras moving in the yearly outlook that I did for 2020. Go back and check that out if you'd like. Okay, so your fifth house here is social circle. This is your dating life, and also sometimes your children can show up in the fifth house, but typically the children show up in 11th house for me. Okay, rest and rejuvenate. So this is you taking a step back, taking time out from your circle of friends, or if you're single, Libra, from dating life. You may feel, like I said earlier in this reading, that the life force has been sucked from out of you. And you need to take a time out and rest, Libra. Also, Libras have a very difficult time sleeping. They have insomnia. They can't go to sleep, or if they do go to sleep, they can't stay asleep. And their mind is constantly turning and churning, and they just can't shut it down in order to relax. So you may have been burning the candle at both ends, staying up all night on your dating websites or whatever you do online, and it is exhausting. And this message is exacerbated here by Bethany, who says, take a time out. It's time for self-care. It's time for relaxation. It's time for massages. It's time for pedicures. And let's face it, what Libra doesn't like a massage and a pedicure and a facial, right? It was like spot on for Libra. Sixth house, third eye chakra. Okay, so sixth house rules your work and your health. Libras have the gift of psychic vision this month. If you're saying you have that gift already, then just know that gift will be on steroids in November. I am seeing a lot of psychic cards, particularly for the water signs so far in November. And remember, we are coming into Scorpio at the end of October. So it doesn't surprise me that we are all getting a boost in the psychic information arena, but particularly the third eye chakra, which rules psychic sight, vision. You may see images, glimpses. You may see ghosts in the month of November that you hadn't seen before or hadn't noticed before. You know, you may get visions of, and we're going to go into this in the extended reading soon because you've got a very psychic card in your 7th house of relationships. And I feel like for Libras, the 6th and the 7th house sort of bleed over to each other and correlate. And usually that doesn't happen with, it happens in some houses, right? But usually not 6 and 7 because they're so different. Where the 7th house rules partnerships and primary relationships, the 6th house rules work and health. Also, speaking of health, so this is a message for a very select few. Libras could have a frontal headache in the month of November. And, you know, you may have to seek medical attention. Of course, if you feel like you do, please do that right away. Also, make sure that you're hydrated because I feel like a lot of Libras don't drink enough water or they drink other things that could dehydrate them. And that could be the cause of this headache, by the way. Okay, you've pulled a money card, a money angel card here in your 6th house of work and health. Serena says, I am the angel of abundance. You will receive the money that you need, and God is in charge of how that will happen, and have faith. Beautiful, beautiful message. We are about ready to take this to the Vimeo side for the extended. But before we do that, I'm going to look at what signs are around you in your 7th house. You guys pulled a beautiful, beautiful message in your 7th house of relationships, and we're going to look at the signs. But let me just go over what the extended reading will cover before we do that. Extended reading will cover primary relationships and partnerships. Your 8th house, which rules taxes, legal matters, the source of your significant other's income and intimacy. The 9th house, which rules travel and school. The 10th house, which rules career and your mother. The 11th house, which rules your children and your best friends. And the 12th house, which is a future message that usually shows up 3 months from now, so that will be primary in February. Okay, now let's look at who I see the signs for your 6th house. We have 2 cup cards here, the King of Cups and the 9 of Cups. Cups, cups, cups. Water signs, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, right? We also pulled the 2 of Pentacles here, and we know that that's Earth. So we've got Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Hopefully that's not on the side. All right, thank you so much for watching, Libra. Many blessings to you. If you wish to see me in the extended, I'll see you there. If not, many blessings. Have a great November.